Hello everybody, it's Cheryl from Yikes, I'm a Chicken Mom. And here's my little sick gal, Esther. She looks a little more alert, I think, than she has been. I mentioned in the last video that she's critically ill, and we had her to the vet today. We just knew that she was very lethargic, and she was hot. Her feet were hot, her belly was hot, her beak was it still is, just really hot. She's not eating, not drinking, and she's got what looks like vent gleat, but the doctor tested it and no, it's not vent gleat, but it's this white creamy stuff that's excreting. Now, Esther is the one that I've had trouble with shells that aren't very strong, although I've given them calcium, and that's available to them. I have been giving them Feather Fixer Purina food, since I have two of the girls that are going molting. So she's been getting that extra, and the vet and I talked about that today as well. But what we noticed, she's always like the lead chicken out when it's up, moving place to place. She's not the leader of the pack or the top chicken, but she's the one that organizes where they're going, and they all follow her wherever it is she goes. So she kind of like leads in the fun. She's got a big personality and just a sweetie. So when I came home from work yesterday, Ken said Esther's not been feeling well. She's just standing, and that's what was happening. She was just standing, just not moving, or she would lay down in the yard. I've seen chickens lay in the sun, or they dust bathe or whatever, but you could just tell she was really lethargic, not eating, not drinking, like I said. So I called the vet today, and there was a vet, and I am so glad I did call and didn't wait another day, because after all the testing and everything, he said she's critical, and if she's still with us in the morning, and today is September the 12th, then he thinks she might have a chance to pull through. So what they did is they took her temperature, and her temperature is 110 degrees when we were at the vet. And a normal chicken temperature, I found out, is 105 to 107. So the first thing the vet is concerned about, of course, is she contagious? And we still don't know the answer to that. So he had me take the temperature of all other 10 of my chickens when I got home, and I did, and they were all ranging from 104 on one of them, and I probably just didn't have it up in the vent good enough, but 104 to 106, so they were all in the normal range, which hopefully she's not contagious. It's something that's just isolated to her. They checked her for worms, no vent gleat. There's nothing respiratory going on. So we're just wondering if maybe an egg with a soft shell, or no shell, because I've had that happen too, where it's just the membrane around it, but I don't know whose it was, of course, because there's no shell, had broke inside her maybe and became infected. And when that happens, it can go septic. So that's kind of what he said that's what he's hoping for, rather than some of the other things that it could be. So at this point, we are giving her, let's see, what did he give her? He gave her an antibiotic. So her eggs, if she lays any, it's going to be 8 weeks before they'd be able to be in production. And let's see, what else? He had me mix in the electrolytes with the vitamins into her drinking water, and every half hour to an hour, I am giving her that water, trying to get 2 milliliters down, because she just won't have anything to do with drinking water. He, there at the office, put a lot of water into her breast to hydrate her. So we've got that, and he gave her an injection of antibiotics to get her jump started. Let's see, what else? Oh, and every hour I am taking her temperature and recording it, trying to see if it's coming down. Now, I've checked it 2 times since I've been home, and we're down to like 109 point something. So it is coming down a little bit. So we're just going to, every hour through the night, continue the routine of giving her through a syringe through the beak her antibiotics that's mixed with water and the electrolytes with vitamins, and taking her temperature, keeping an eye on her. So like I said, if she's able to make it to morning, then the chances are looking better. But I'm encouraged a little bit because she's moving around. Before, she was not. Her head would be down, she would be sleeping, and her head has been up and she's been awake. She's still not up and walking around, but at this point, like he said, we're just trying to save her life. So I don't mean to be dramatic or anything like that, but she is critically ill. Let me see if I can get around here and get a look at her. But I tell you, it will be heartbreaking if anything were to happen to her. You know how it is with your pet chickens. They are just so special, each one of them. This is my husband's old icky sweatshirt. She seemed to like laying on that when we had her in the carrier. So we just let her keep it. But see, she's kind of alert. But like I said, her beak is just so hot and her feet are so hot. But so far, so good. I mean, she's looking, like I said, a little more energetic and the temperature is coming down. So I'll keep you posted on what's going on. But I wanted to share this information only because, that's what my YouTube channel is about, is sharing my chicken journey and the things that are good, the things that are funny, the things that are sad, the things that are causing distress or whatever. It's the whole ball of wax. But I wouldn't trade any of it because it's just, I'm learning so much. Like today, I didn't realize chickens had a normal range of temperature, but he did say the 110 that's critical. He says that's extreme. So we're just kind of watching and praying, and I'm not kidding when I mean praying. She's God's creation too, so I pray for her, and just going to keep an eye on her and give her a little loving. And yeah, it's time to see her mouth is open. It's time for some more medication here as soon as I'm done with the video. But I will keep you posted, and there's going to be a video coming on Flora and I've got, like I said in the earlier video, I've got her in the next room in the brooder. She's got some issues going on, and I'll talk about them in a separate video. So anyway, I've got to get to my chicken mom, what do I want to call it? Nursing. Sharpening my nursing skills here, and give her treatment and give her some good loving too while I'm at it. All right, everybody, good night, and thank you so much for everything.